We're trying something new this year. We picked up some chicks from Tractor Supply, and we're gonna set up a chicken coop in the backyard and raise these chickens, these 6 chickens, for eggs. We live in a suburban area, so we're gonna try the urban backyard farm life, I guess. But these are a couple different breeds of chickens. This one down here, I believe, if I remember correctly, is a Rhode Island Red, and it's a hardy cold weather bird. That lightest colored one there by the feeder is a Plymouth Rock hen. Also a good hardy cold weather bird. That smaller goldish one, that one there, that's also a Rhode Island Red, if I remember correctly. It's just a little bit smaller than the first one. Then the little black ones are called the black sex link, and I believe that's a hybrid breed between 2 other types of chickens. So these should all be females. They're all hens, and they're all going to be egg layers, hopefully. I don't think any of them will turn out to be a rooster, but I don't know. They're pretty jumpy today. They're probably not used to me talking quite this loud. We've had them for about a week, and they've grown quite a bit in the last week. But there's been a lot of fun. We have them set up in a heated garage, and it's early April, so it's still a little chilly out. I believe right now it's upper 40s, and then sometimes it dips down to around freezing at night. So we didn't want to put them outside just yet. They're a little small for that. So we have them set up in this big green. This is actually a horse trough for feeding horses, and we borrowed that from a friend. I put it on a little cart with wheels so I can wheel it out, take the top off of it, and clean it. It's got a heat lamp clamped to the furring strip there, and that provides a little bit of heat for them. The black ones are still pretty small, so they need probably a little bit of heat. I did put this mesh cover over it. It's just some chicken wire that's reinforced with some furring strips here, and I just have it clamped down with some zip ties and staples on the bottom sides. Put some duct tape around the exposed ends so that it doesn't scratch any of the cars in the garage or anything. And then we just have a simple baby chick water feeder and a food feeder over there with some bedding, a couple sticks that they like to roost on, like that Plymouth Rock hen is right there. And they're real active today. They don't usually jump around quite like this. They're probably not used to me sitting out here quite this long gabbing about them. So we're going to do that. I just hit the bell there. I picked up a little parrot ladder from a pet store for like $1. So in addition to the chicken endeavor that we're going to start out this year, we're also going to do a garden again. We did our garden last year. We're going to try it again this year. And we're going to start off from seeds this year. And as you see, I've already started off some of them. So in the center there we have some winter squash, which has taken off really well. And then next to it there, that's summer squash. About half of those have taken off pretty good. Then over here is zucchini, and I only have one that's starting to germinate there. And then on this side there's onions, and those are starting to take off pretty good. They're sprouting out there. And then over here we have sweet peppers. We haven't seen a whole lot of activity there. So these seeds are older. I'd had them in the refrigerator for probably about 2 years. And I decided, well, I'll try them out and see if they work. So about half of them have sprouted and taken off. So yeah, that's the plan, is we're gonna have a nice hardy garden, grow our own squash, zucchini, onions, some peppers, and probably some tomatoes, which I haven't picked up yet. And then we're also gonna set these chicks up in an outdoor chicken coop. And then hopefully we'll have fresh eggs daily, 6 of them, which will add up, pretty quick. So that's the plan at this moment, and we'll just I'll video the progress as it goes, and hopefully by August we'll have some fresh eggs and some hearty vegetables to enjoy. Here's our baby chicks. 6 of them. Rhode Island Reds, Black Sex Link, and Plymouth Rock chickens. And we got these about a week and a half ago. So they're probably about 2 weeks old. She's tempting that big one. That's our biggest one there, that dark one. And she's a Rhode Island Red, I think. I think that's about right.
Yeah.
About a week and a half we've had them.
Yeah. So they're about 2 weeks old.
Yeah. So they're a couple days old when we got them. And just little guys. But she's been doing a good job keeping the little brooding pen we have for them here clean. She just took it out and took all the bedding out. Vacuumed it up with the shop vac and washed out the pen with soap and water. It's just a big plastic tub. It's a horse trough for feeding horses and livestock and whatnot. Our friend let us borrow it. They weren't using it, so we figured this would work for us.
They've been in a box for about 5 minutes, so this is heaven for them.
Yeah, they've been in a cardboard box while we were cleaning this out. They didn't like that, so this is much better. So right now it's big enough for them. They haven't been able to get out of it yet, although we do have a lid right over there. This is just some chicken wire and some little furring strips. So we just set this up in our garage for now until we get a coop built up. They still need to be under heat since they're so small. So just give them fresh food and water every day and clean out the bedding every couple of days. They're pretty happy. We haven't lost any of them yet. They look healthy. They're all running around. None of them appear sick or anything. So it's been fun.
There's been no pecking issues.
No major ones. I've noticed they'll kind of nip at each other a little bit.
I think it's more for fun though.
Yeah, I think it's just something they do.
I don't like
developing their personalities. So we'll check in a few more days, and I bet they'll be even quite a bit bigger by then. Anything you want to say?
Go
really?
chickens.
Go chickens. This has been fun so far. I think we'll get a lot of entertainment out of this, and we'll provide a lot of eggs, 6 a day hopefully, starting in August maybe. Right now it's still early April, so by August we should hopefully have some eggs to show for it. These are all egg-laying chickens. None of them are being raised for just meat. They're being raised to lay eggs. They should lay large to extra large brown eggs. So we'll get farm fresh eggs right here in our home, in our backyard farm that we're developing. It should be a lot of fun. And then we got a couple new plants that she picked up. These are some yellow pepper plants. She's going to plant those here in a little bit. It's probably a little cold to put them outside, but we'll put them out in front of the window here. Here's some more. And then our zucchini is starting here in our that we did from seeds. There's some more zucchini sprouting there. This is summer squash, winter squash, onions, and then the sweet peppers have not sprouted at all yet. So it should be fun. Should have a good garden and a chicken coop here shortly.
Alright, we are here building the chicken coop. Here's the guy behind the chicken coop.
That smaller drain.
This is the frame.
Like the smallest.
Yep.
One. Here's what I got.
We're calling it Operation Hen House.
Operation Hen House.
Yep.
It's Coop o'clock.
Coop o'clock. We're in the garage. Yep.
You know, I think I got one. Cool.
And we got the little doors. And then all that going on.
Check that. There's a bucket full of screws. What do you have there?
I have a little baby bunny about 9 days old.
Oh, wow.
I think.
9 days? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, that's pretty little.
9 to 15 days.
How'd you acquire such a thing?
The interweb. Oh.
No, the rabbit.
Oh,
How'd
the
you
rabbit?
get the rabbit?
Our neighbor's cat. I heard a big squeal, and then I saw this little guy in our neighbor's cat's mouth, and just trotted over to his yard, was about ready to feast on it, and then I saw this little guy jump up, and then I had to save it.
You saved him?
Yeah.
Was this the cat in question here?
No, that one is not the cat in question.
You sure?
Yep.
He looks pretty evil.
Yeah.
No?
Nope.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Now we're feeding the baby bunny some goat's milk out of a little bottle.
You can get rabbit's milk?
No.
Alright. Oh, okay.
I can't.
He's thinking about it.
I can't see him. Is he? Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. He's drinking. You know what kind of rabbit it is?
A little cottontail.
I see.
That's good.
So why goat's milk? How come not just regular dairy milk?
This has more protein and probiotics for babies to grow.
I see. So, based on your research, do you think this one was weaned off its mom yet?
I think so. I think it was either about ready to get kicked out of the nest or just did.
That'd make sense if it was kind of out on its own and easy prey for the neighbor's cat.
Yeah. They say it's 9 to 15 days old just because it has a full set of fur. Mm-hmm. The eyes are open and it reacts to big noises and big movements.
Yeah.
But I think it's more on the 9 days because it's only eating out of a bottle. Mm-hmm. And not any other tried form. Yep. Boop, boop, boop. It's hungry.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
I don't want to feed it too much. Make sure it likes it and adjusts.
Yeah.
The vet said to keep it at least, if we're going to release it back into the wild, keep it at least a week. Mm-hmm. To make sure it's not dehydrated and has a full belly before it goes out.
I see.
Or we can try and domesticate it.
I see. How much money have we spent on this wild rabbit so far?
$25.
I see.
Are you done?
How are you doing?
Good.
What are you doing right now?
We just got done mowing the grass.
Yeah. Why'd you put all that makeup on to mow the grass?
Good one. You're being sweet. And now we let the chickens out and they're running around. I think it's gonna rain here in a couple hours, so.
Yeah, it's been a rainy day, but the sun came out for a couple minutes here. So we mowed the grass. So this is our chicken coop that we've been working on since April. And we got a pretty good start on it. I was actually almost done. Actually, I guess you could say it's done now, but there's some more stuff that we want to do to it. We want to add a extended run that's fenced in on all sides and the top so predators can't get to them during the day. And then I want to add like some PVC waters and feeders. That's a little more less maintenance. Just drag the hose out and fill them up and there they go. But we actually used an old crate that housed a antique chandelier is what we got for free, and that's kind of what the coop is built around. And then we of course reinforced it, added insulation to it, lined the interior with plywood, and then we put vinyl siding on the exterior. The interior is painted white, and then we used oak cabinet doors for the doors. This is the clean out door. There's one of our chickens right there. It's a Rhode Island red. And they're all hens. They're all egg laying hens. She's looking for her sisters right now. But that's an oak cabinet door. Cabinet door that we used, that's their in and out door. And then this is just a little platform we built. So instead of having to go straight down on the ground, they can come out and kind of have a little deck to stand around on. And then this is the interior of the coop, which of course is messy because it's a chicken coop. But so far they seem to like it. Inside it's wired. It has a heat lamp and a electrical light bulb. We haven't had to use those since it's summertime. There's one of their roosts. There's another one over there. There's a window that you can open up and get more ventilation in. Here's their feeder that I have for them here, and their water, which is right here. I change the water out daily. The feeder, you can usually let it go for 4, almost 5 days before you need to refill it. So there's 6 chickens in here total. I think I could put several more in there if I wanted to, but I think 6 is a good number for now. As you can see, they're exploring the backyard. We have to keep an eye on them when they're back here because the neighbors have some cats that like to roam around, and they have claws and where they might try to kill one of the chickens. Haven't had any problems yet, but we usually keep an eye on them when they're outside. Otherwise they're in their chicken coop, which is pretty sturdy, pretty secured. Haven't had any problems with raccoons or anything trying to get in there. Shingled roof. I just got the discount 25-year shingles from Home Depot. And then more oak cabinet doors. These are the egg retrieving doors. And then I have them fastened with some padlocks there to keep raccoons out. So we elevated it to keep mice and rats from getting inside, was the idea behind elevating it. And then when the run is done, that'll all be enclosed with chicken wire, and the chickens will have a shady place to walk around during the day. Then here's our vegetable plot. Tomatoes up front here. I think we have a total of 14 tomato plants this year, which is 10 more than we had last year, and we had plenty of tomatoes last year, so we just got a whole bunch for free. Couldn't turn them away. Some squash and zucchini plants, some cabbage, red cabbage, and then stonehead cabbage. We have some kohlrabi, I think I'm saying that right. It's kind of like a turnip. Interesting. We got those for free too. I'd never heard of them before, but we tried one. They're pretty good. And then in the back there we have some pepper plants and then some more tomatoes. Been getting these green caterpillars on the cabbage plants, but I usually pick them off daily and feed them to the birds, and they seem to like them. So these are our 6 chickens right here. There's 2 Rhode Island Reds. The white one's a Plymouth Rock hen, and then the black ones are a hybrid chicken, and they're called a black sex link, which is an odd name, but that's what they call them. I think they're a mix between a Rhode Island Red and an Australope or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not real knowledgeable about chickens, but we've been having fun with these so far. We've raised these since they were just little chicks, just little tiny guys, or girls I should say, and they're pretty healthy. They seem pretty happy. We haven't lost any. We started off with 6, we still have 6. It's late June now, so they're approaching 4 months old, but they're pretty good. They're very friendly. They've been good birds for us so far. So this is just a little update to kind of show the progression. I haven't done a really good job documenting everything, but it's been fun and I've just been kind of enjoying it. So these videos are just kind of just a little side thing to do on a nice day. But if you're thinking about raising chickens, or think that might be something interesting to do, if you're somewhat handy, have a couple bucks set aside so you can get some decent building materials, I'd say go for it. If you have a nice backyard or an area where it's legal for you to do so, then go for it. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it. It's something about the simple things in life that kind of help keep you grounded. You don't worry about all the stress and whatnot. So we've been having fun with it though. So hopefully we'll be getting some eggs here by August. And when we do, I'll probably do another video to update what's going on.